this morning. KCP is right over that way. It's a beautiful area. It's one of my favorite areas. You could call it Sarasota, but it's part of Sarasota County. It's a little town in Nokomis. This is a mulberry that we don't know the exact age, but we do know in 1971 there was a bus stop here, and the owner of the property that we're at was eating mulberries on it. So we know that it's at least 50. He claims at least 60 years old. He's like, it was definitely big when I was a kid. So we're gonna trim up just a little bit of it off his property line. He's a 2-story house there. Get it off the power line just a little bit, nothing crazy. And you already know, like your boy is definitely bringing those cuttings back to the nursery. I'm gonna pot these up and plant, get the genetics here. So what you can do with a mulberry tree is you can cut it here, wherever you wanna cut it, get that dead out, get that off, and literally clean up the edge, clean up the end, take all the leaves off of it, put it in a pot. And my experience, you get about 50-50 live rate, which is, maybe even more if you put it on water, like consistent irrigation. So we'll see how it goes. But the mulberries on it are just absolutely beautiful. They're kind of everywhere here. So we've been, picking them and eating them and doing that thing. They're delicious. So we're gonna make several cuttings here. And while we're cleaning up this property line, I'm pretty happy that we did this score. And got Mr. Tyler Morgan over here doing his thing. Yeah, so we'll just zip it like an invisible line right here over the fence line. And what a cool tree to climb too. Such a cool tree. It's just like split in two like that. Just kind of split in two and then grew back together. And then did another notch there. Just continues on and on, just chock full of mulberries. Pretty awesome. Got the mahogany done. Came out good, nice little reshapage. Kept it off the workshop area, off the driveway. That'll get it at least another 5 years before it really starts intruding on the power lines and the shop. Maybe another decade for that guy, and it'll be time to replace him with something smaller. There's avocado there started up. We got this mulberry back there, which I'm pretty excited about. And that's it. So we're moving on. So we are doing a cleanup on a red cedar. Red cedar's got a really unique smell to it. It's like really great smelling tree. This one had a lot of storm damage. You can see there's some dead in there. You can just see where big limbs have been chopped off, where they've ripped off. And so we're gonna try to just reduce all of that dead in hopes that more energy will go into new growth. There's not really a lot of new growth on this cedar as of now. That's kind of a problem. You can see some dead up in there. And this side of the tree, Tyler's pretty much already got this already cleaned out. There's a little bit of dead up there. But that's what we're going for. We don't want to reduce any green if we can help it, because we really, really need that green to act as a solar panel. Take the water from the roots, evaporate. That's how a tree works, is it's taking its water, its root water, and then it's literally using the leafy green as an evaporation, and it's using that evaporation to draw the water through the tree. And these are very dry hardwoods to begin with, but what we'd like to do is incentivize new growth. And so I'm gonna trim it up, make sure the wind can blow through it. It didn't go down in the last storm, but we'd like it to survive and thrive. So, looking much better. Hopefully this tree will flush out and continue giving this property owner many more years of enjoyment. Another one. So Tyler's up there. We're gonna trim this cabbage palm. We're gonna trim that cabbage palm. We're gonna take that diseased queen palm, put it in the trailer, and then we're gonna roll out. So today's situation was a smaller trimming deal. This can work well. Like, we're just running the two F-250s, dump trailer, self-driving lift. I used to actually mow these houses, interestingly enough, about 10 years ago. And what's cool is I just saw our company that I sold just rolled out of here. So they still have the accounts. Talk to the homeowner. Like, you remember Venturescapes? Yeah, they still mow for us. I'm like, that's awesome. So we have these counters that come here. But this is a $600 gig. Just did the cedar. That was a $500 cash gig. And then we did the mahogany mulberry, because we got those mulberry cuttings. That was a $800 gig. So nice little $1,900 day ish, and Tyler and I are just knocking it out, and we'll be moving on to the. We'll be moving on. I'll be back. I do have to come back here and stump grind one of that farm right there. So I'll be back here, but I'll utilize that time to get some marketing done. This is the last tree for today. Tyler's gonna go ahead and get the fronds off, and then he's gonna basically just chip it into the dump trailer, or just chop it into the dump trailer. We used to mow these two properties, and always loved this street. My company I sold, Venturescapes, still does mow this area. Had Venturescapes and sold Venturescapes. We started Venture Tree. So Venture Tree, sort of. Another story, another video. At some point in time, we'll have the story of Venture Tree. Still going well. Still going well. But didn't go so great for me. But the just beautiful area. Donna Bay is where this is. There's a legacy trail. It used to be an old train bridge, and now it's a bike trail, which is kind of cool. And super shallow. Every time I boat back in here, there's lots of fish and stuff, but it's like all oysters and all sorts of stuff. You can go up that bridge, you go up a creek, and like post hurricanes, my buddy and I went out there, and you can go quite a while, like several miles all the way inland. It's always been a cool area. This property is 10 years ago in 2014. Property we just came from with a cedar tree. He bought it for $150,000. It's my college roommate's uncle ends up being. Like, we were talking, and I was like, oh yeah, that's my roommate. His uncle bought it for $150,000, put $100 grand into it. Has $250,000 place. I remember when our customer here, Ron, older guy, had like 6 rentals on this street. He was buying them, and I was just out of school, so this was like not in a spot where I had the tax returns to get a loan, but man, these properties now $750, $800 in here, but just a really, really cool area, and just a really, really cool area. It's still probably worth it, honestly. Like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, if I could get anything in here under $1 million, I'm probably down. Like, just as rentals or whatever. Like, I just feel like that's a good use of, like, that's a decent place to stash cash, because I just don't see this area. I mean, thankfully it's all single family residences now, but I know for a fact this property here with the pontoon boat is a 10 acre. There's 3 houses on it. It's 10 acre. It's zoned for 42 condos. So hasn't happened, but I know at some point when I'm an older guy, this will just be dense, a lot of density. And I'll look back at the 800 or 700 and be like, nothing, not a big deal. All right, Tyler's making moves here. Professional climber doing his thing. Seems we have an issue. Probably my saw. He was complaining about the chain on it. He's like, this chain's a little sharp. One thing about Tyler is that he loves a sharp chain. You want a sharper chain?
I think you got the wrong size chain on there.
There's no way I have a wrong size chain on there.
I think that's why it gets done. The bar is higher than the chain.
All right, well, that's possible. We do have a bunch of chains on the truck. Maybe I mixed them up, but let's see. Turns out that this is a safety chain. It's got this double bar situation right there. And yeah, we're not doing the safety chain. Throwing that one out. Not good. So looks like that's gotten a little bit better for him. He's just gonna chunk it into the trailer, save us some time. Hopefully if we get out of here on time, I'll be able to go pick up Bob this afternoon. He blew a drive motor at 500 hours and 13 months, or 13 months of age. Odd, but hopefully we'll be able to make it there today.